Sarcoidosis, bringing an invisible battle to the light. Close your eyes for a moment with me. Imagine loving someone who looks fine on the outside, but on the inside, their immune system is quietly attacking their lungs. Imagine watching them gasp for air, battling crushing fatigue, and endure test after test, only to hear we're not sure what's wrong. That was my reality. Sarcoidosis is not just a medical term to me. It was a disease, is a disease that my husband fought for months before it went into remission. I witnessed confusion with him. I witnessed fear. I witnessed silent strength. And as someone who lives with a rare disease called moya moya myself, I understand what it feels like when you hear a diagnosis that's foreign to you in every room that you enter. Well, today I stand before you to argue that sarcoidosis must no longer be invisible. It demands greater awareness, early detection, stronger healthcare policy support, and deeper empathy, because behind every rare diagnosis is a rare family fighting to survive. Sarcoidosis is called Sarcoidosis is an inflammatory disease that causes clusters of immune cells called granulomas to form in organs, any organ, but more specifically the lungs. According to the Foundation of Sarcoidosis Research, approximately 150,000 to 200,000 Americans live with this disease. Even more concerning, African Americans are nearly 3 times more likely to develop sarcoidosis and often experience more severe forms because awareness is low. It's often misdiagnosed as asthma, anxiety, pneumonia, an autoimmune disorder, or for instance, my husband, which they thought it was cancer. The National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute explains that symptoms can mimic other conditions, making diagnosis more sincere. It makes diagnosis more difficult, not sincere. This confusion does more than delay treatment. It steals peace. It breeds frustration. It isolates families. Symptoms can appear at first with persistent fatigue, which he had, shortness of breath, which definitely had, chronic cough, skin lesions he didn't have, but he did have the chronic cough, and vision changes he definitely did. Beneath those symptoms, inflammation may silently damage vital organs. So far, everything was good besides the lungs. Thank God for that. Um, Another one. Because awareness is low, has low diagnosis, it can take months or even years. When my husband was searching for answers, every appointment seemed like he was awaiting trial to get a verdict. Every test he was looking for, he got deeper and deeper depressed as he couldn't get the answers from the doctors. Awareness isn't just education, awareness is prevention. Rare diseases often fall into a funding shadow. According to the National Organization of Rare Diseases, NORD, rare diseases collectively affect millions, yet many receive significantly less research fundings compared to more common illnesses. Limited funding means fewer clinical trials, fewer treated medications, targeted medications, limited physician training, and delayed breakthrough. Sarcoidosis is often called an invisible illness. Many patients look healthy while battling exhaustion and inflammation internally. I watched my husband push through fatigue with quiet resilience. I watched him show strength in moments where his body was fighting itself to survive. Patients often bounce from specialist to specialist before receiving answers. Insurance barriers complicate access to images and biopsies required for diagnosis. Policy sharpens access. Funding fuels research. Research ignites progress. When rare diseases are overlooked, progress stalls support. Doesn't require medical knowledge. Sarcoidosis doesn't require medical knowledge. It requires compassion. Empathy says, I can see you. Empathy says, I believe you. Empathy says, I stand with you. Some may argue that because sarcoidosis is rare, limited healthcare resources should prioritize more common conditions. According to the National Institute of Health, rare diseases collectively affects nearly 1 to 10 Americans. When it's your family, when it's your spouse, when it's your life, there is nothing rare about it. Every life deserves urgency. Every diagnosis deserves dignity. Today, I have illuminated a disease that is too often hides in the silence. I have explained how misunderstanding delays diagnosis. I have explained how funding gaps resist, how early detection safeguards organs and futures. I have emphasized how empathy strengthens families in ways medicine cannot measure. Sarcoidosis does not need pity. It needs research. It needs awareness. It needs advocacy. It needs compassion. So today, I challenge you and you and you to learn the signs, amplify awareness, and advocate for rare diseases, for their funding. When someone says they're struggling, please believe them. Together, we can bring it out of the shadows and into the light. Sarcoidosis, as I previously explained before, what sarcoidosis is an inflammation disease that causes cluster to the immune system. It is most commonly found in lungs, but it can also affect the heart, eyes, skin, and the brain. Why awareness matters. Early detection prevents organ damage. About 150,000 to 200,000 Americans live with sarcoidosis. Support and advocacy, how we can help. Raise awareness about the rare diseases. Support research funding. Listen to and support people with invisible illnesses. This is a picture of a lung with inflammation. This is a picture of a lung with granulomas. This is a picture with it having fibrosis. It decreases oxygen supply to the body. It can lead to permanent lung damage and reduce its functions. Early symptoms, common symptoms, and early detection: persistent cough, shortness of breath, extreme fatigue, skin rashes, vision problems, and even swollen lymph nodes. Awareness can save lives. This topic for my persuasive speech today on sarcoidosis is personal to me because someone I love has battled this disease. This is also a diagram of what a healthy lung look like versus when it has granulomas. Put it a little closer. Thank you for listening to my speech today. You guys have a great and awesome week.